what we're seeing now in terms of censorship is it's very different than what we used to see because of the internet, because of social media. So what we see now in terms of crackdowns on free speech in a lot of ways is less overt because it's happening through things like shadow banning, demonetization. I've had events that I've been part of be banned by Eventbrite. There's plenty of people who've been their fundraisers on GoFundMe have been shut down because the fundraisers are not politically correct according to GoFundMe or whoever owns GoFundMe. And we're seeing in Canada, Justin Trudeau recently passed a bill that it's an online streaming bill, and it purports to promote CanCon, but it controls what Canadians see on the internet, on YouTube, for example. So, it's possible to pretend that a person's not being censored. And you end up feeling, I feel this way, I'm sure you feel this way, you end up feeling kind of paranoid and crazy because you're like, this is weird. I have 10,000 people following me on my Facebook page. I used to get hundreds or even thousands of likes and comments, and now I get 8. But I'm still on Facebook. They haven't banned me from Facebook. Mm-hmm. So I'm curious to know how you think, how do we deal with this new modern kind of censorship that's really invisible and that in a lot of ways we can't even prove is really happening?
I'm not sure how to deal with it other than just to write about it and shout about it and talk about it and try to make as many people aware of it as we possibly can. I know exactly what you're talking about. I don't use Facebook anymore because it's pointless. I am so visibility filtered on Facebook. It's just a waste of my time. I'm also incredibly visibility filtered on Twitter and X. I still try to stay a little active there, just so I can have some, social media activity. But yeah, I'm massively visibility filtered there and have been, all along. I think the most frustrating part about it is the gaslighting that goes along with it. Just opening up Twitter every day and seeing people, thank you, Elon Musk, for bringing free speech and freeing the internet and everything, and freeing us from the woke censors, during the thing, and it's just as visibility filtered now as it was then, just with a slightly different angle. It's get me started on limited hangouts and all of this jazz. These are all features. These are all examples of the differences that I was talking about between the type of totalitarianism that is evolving in our societies and 20th century totalitarianism. It was almost a relief to me when my book was banned and when the prosecutors came after me, because I was like, oh, okay, it's good old totalitarianism now, where the goon squads are coming. Because most
and you can point to it. You can say, this is happening. I can see it. It's not in my imagination.
That's right. I can send, Matt Taibbi my order of punishment, that he can publish. But because most of it isn't that. Most of it is exactly what you described. Just suddenly, nobody's seeing what you put out anymore. Yeah, but your account is right there. Yeah, you're not being censored. Yeah, nothing's happening. There's a favorite quote that I use all the time from Harold Pinter's Nobel Prize speech, which is, nothing happened. Nothing ever happened. Even while it was happening, it wasn't happening. Yeah, it was of no interest. It's just, as you said, you feel like you're going mad. That's how the gaslighting works.
Yeah, it's just brutal because, and I get sort of tired of complaining about it or talking about it sometimes because you do feel kind of paranoid. Like you sound like you're like, these people are plotting against me, and you know, some people are probably watching me and being like, oh, you're not important enough to be plotted against. But it's happening. And they're also like, oh, well, at least you're there, you know, you can say whatever you want. You're on Twitter, you're on Instagram, you're on Facebook, you're on YouTube, but no one's allowed to see what I put there. And you have no recourse. There's no way to control it. People think, oh, well, if you know how to use the algorithm properly, then you can get in there. But that's not the case if you're a dissident and if you're in the business of criticizing government and big tech and big pharma and, you know, all the narratives that we're supposed to accept unquestioningly.